If you don't let me out, I can't leave you alone.
This is Dawn of the Dead from Nunslaughter, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania.
Hey, it's live from Crisis here with the Crypt, and you listen to Metal-O-Mania, motherfucker! Yeah!
This is the Crypt, and it's time to find your happy place. Light a stogie, pour a stiff one, and let's fucking party.
Strap in.
Now, I want everyone to sit down, strap in, and turn on all you've got.
This is Mike Valenti from Brick by Brick, and you're listening to Crypt and Scully.
One to hold my tongue. That's just how I'm made. Paid my dues, done my time. Did my turns, I'll claim what's mine. I'll take the bad to earn the good. I'll build on honor that's understood. Give it to get it, respect from me. Burn it or earn it, can't take it from me. Give it to get it, respect from me. Never question my loyalty. Never been one to hold my tongue. That's just how I'm made. Speak my mind, my word is my bond. Loyal to the grave. There you come, from out of nowhere, with something to say. You're just a loudmouth from the wrong crowd, trying to get their way. Pay my dues, done my time. Did my dirt, I'll claim what's mine. I'll take the bad to earn the good. I'll build on honor that's understood. Who the fuck do you think you are to try and question me? Keep talking shit, you'll catch these hands. You got nothing on me. You're a fucking rat, I see in your eyes. Nowhere to run, from me you can hide. You're just another thing behind a disguise. Smash your fucking face for your lies. You're a fucking rat, I see in your eyes. Nowhere to run, from me you can hide. You're just another thing behind a disguise. Smash your fucking face for your life. Never been one to hold my tongue. That's just how I'm made. Speak my mind, my word is my bond. Loyal to the grave.
You know, you can't pick up your phone. You see it's me. You see the name coming up. You know who I am.
You're listening to Ian the Shark on the station with more hair, more flair, yet so debonair. KPPX Rebel Radio.
Brick by Brick is not only how you build a fucking badass band, it's how you build a badass metal show. And you do it by bringing in your motherfucking friends for it too. What's up, Henri? How are you tonight, sir?
Not too bad. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, man. I just got to jam on some Brick by Brick, and now I get to hang out with you, man. What more could a metalhead like myself ask for? You know what I mean?
It's a win-win.
Well, welcome back, man. It's been a while.
Hell yeah, it's good to be back, man. Thank you.
For those keeping score at home, my man Henry's been on a few times. So we've talked a couple of times specifically about Pursuit, your band, which I'll have you talk about in just a moment. But you came on, you did the video game special for us. Here's a little clip from it.
Are any sport, you don't have to tell me what they are, but are any sporting games going to appear on your list, Brandon?
No.
And I know not yours, Henry, right?
No, not on mine.
Wow, so no Madden. None of us are going to have Madden on our list. We're doing a video game list without any John Madden mentions.
I can't believe that. I can't believe it, but I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah, that was cool, right? And that was also our buddy Brandon, by the way, badass dude out of Cruel Bomb. Support those guys. We love them.
Sit back and watch as we bomb the board. Shake the earth to the core.
The first time you ever came on, you were interviewed by our buddy Ronnie Barons, our reporter on location for Devastation. That was cool. Awesome, man. Well, how you been, man? Talk to me a little bit about Pursuit. Catch me up on the band.
Oh, man. Been good. Pursuit has been really, really busy.
Yes.
Really busy. Yep. We finally are putting out our album on September 1st. We've been working on that shit for fucking, 2 years, I think. When we announced that we were working on the album was the first time I came on the show. And then, we just been working really hard, making sure that every song on there is a killer, no filler. Coming out September 1st, and we just dropped a new song from it a couple weeks ago. That's been doing really well, getting some good feedback on that. And then we're touring in support of the album release from September 18th through the 24th. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Badassery abounds, man. And the song you alluded to, by the way, we're going to play later in the show for everybody tonight. So stay tuned, all you metalheads.
Please stay tuned.
We're going to punch you all in the nose, neck, ears, and throat with that. Yeah, man, I'm very excited about it, dude. I have had the good fortune of hanging out with you for quite a while, man. I consider you Metal-O-Mania family officially at this point. So
thank you.
It's been a fun ride, man, and I'm very excited for the new release, brother. So anything we can do, you let us know. We are at your disposal, sir. We're here to help.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much.
Good shit. Well, and tell everybody who the other guys are that make up Pursuit with you, man. Don't want to not give those cats their love. They've been on the show as well with you before, but.
Yep. So we got a bass player, good friend of mine, Dalton. And we got our drummer, also a good friend of ours, named Cohost. So it's cool. It's like nobody feels like they're just a member. You know, we're all really close, and you know, this shit's our life, and we all put our heart and soul into it. And we're really stoked to get out on the road for the first time with each other and throw down, dude. Really excited.
Dude, I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward to those pictures of you cats and the band trips and the fucking, you know. Well, we just had Vera on. Our good friend Vera Lee was a co-host recently, man, and she was giving good advice. There's been a series of bands going out of town and having their bands broken into, man, so be cognizant of that. We're trying to spread the word to the metal community. You know, leave 2 people with the band at all times. 1 isn't enough. Leave 2. So, you know, apparently they case you, and if you pull into town, they know you're going to jump out and go take a piss, and they're going to jump in there and take your shit, man. So don't let that happen to you guys.
Rip, that sucks.
It does suck, man. It sucks to even have to say that shit, but well, let's talk about better things, man. You are going to be able to hit the road, man. Are those dates something that we'll kind of learn more as that gets closer? Or are some of those locked in yet, or where are you in that?
Those are all locked in. We announced the tour simultaneously with dropping the new single. We've got our kickoff show in
Hollywood Magic, baby. Hollywood Magic.
The flyer is right over here. The flyer's right over here. Just put it over my face or some shit.
Move it around. Yeah, that's good.
Look at these 2 idiots.
Yeah, we have a tour kickoff / album release show September 18th in St. Paul. And then we're going down to Des Moines and Kansas City, then St. Louis. Then we're doing a couple days in Wisconsin. We're doing Madison and Milwaukee, and then we're ending in Chicago. So
That's beautiful and brutal, man. I love hearing that shit.
hell yeah.
Love hearing that shit, dude. I expect video. I expect fucking pictures. Hey, man, take us all with you as much as you can on that trip, sir.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gonna document a lot of it too. I'm a very sentimental individual, so
as are we, man. You know what I mean? Shit. People ask me, well, what's the main drive of this show? It's not for the metal. It's not for the fans. It's a video fucking piece of our lives every week. There you go. No, I'm lying. It's for the metal. But anyway, and speaking of the metal, man, you guys are fucking metal, dude. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the goofy shit. We're going to get into some various things as we go. We'll talk a little bit more about the song even, because we're going to play that for everybody later in the show. Thought I might take the opportunity. We have a growing bag of news of the weird, man. It's something it's our bag we haven't gotten into in a while. And a matter of fact, last time you were on, you and I touched on some of the old school ones, man, and I have some updated ones. Can I get your thoughts on some of our news of the weirds we got?
Absolutely.
Because I got some goofy ones, man. Starting with this one, dude. Check this out. A story out of Raleigh, Durham. International Airport at Raleigh, Durham. This just happened last week, by the way. There was a plane that was making an emergency landing. The co-pilot, a dude, 23-year-old co-pilot, opened the fucking window and jumped out of the plane. And fucking died. They found his body in the backyard of somebody's yard, dude. What the fuck? Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you trained for that kind of situation? I mean, what the fuck? How is your co-pilot? Apparently, the intercom has the main pilot saying, "Holy fuck, my pilot just jumped out."
Jesus Christ!
What the fuck, dude?
Was the pilot able to successfully
Everybody landed fine except for the dude that jumped out of the fucking plane, dude. A co-pilot, Henri. A co-pilot, Henri. That's holy shit, man. An FAA employee, when asked about the situation, said, quote, "This is the craziest shit ever." Well, yeah.
Oh, man.
What the fuck, Henri? The craziest part of that story is he was found a couple hours later in somebody's backyard, man.
Hey, they found the two that fell from the plane. What's left of them?
What the fuck, dude? That's insane.
Next story, backyard barbecue ruined by body falling out of the sky. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Imagine if it fell right on top of the grill, too. The guy's just like, would you smell those burgers?
Bam!
He's just...
Oh, shit, dude. That is so crazy, man. What a crazy fucking story that shit is, man.
Man, for Christ's sakes, that's nuts.
That's really unfortunate, honestly. Like, strongest condolences to the family.
For sure. 23 years old, man. That's awful young. I feel like part of the training for being a co-pilot is don't jump out of the fucking window. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
What do I know?
He's a dumbass. He doesn't know shit.
Anyway, there's a investigation going on because in Montana, Kalispell, Montana, at a library, because someone returned a bunch of books in the overnight drop box that were riddled with bullet holes.
Interesting.
I've heard of burning books, but I think shooting them is a new one. You know? What kind of Orwellian fucking... Yeah, the library says we had to get police involved because we weren't sure if somebody was just messing around or if it's meant as some form of intimidation.
Yeah.
I could see where you could be confused there.
I don't know how I'd approach it. I'd probably, if I saw that, I'd probably just give the same reaction if I was the library. I'd be like,
Well, now my next question, and what I can't seem to find so far, are what books are they? I want to know, what specific books are they? You know what I mean? Is somebody really pissed off at Stephen King, perhaps? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It'd be funny if it was a bunch of copies of The Great Gatsby, because that book sucked.
I was going to say it's got quite the history as well, but I'm more thinking The Catcher in the Rye is the one. In The Catcher in the Rye, the book, like, historically has been, like, in the back pockets of a bunch of serial killers or in their possessions and shit. Like, I think a crazy amount of serial killers and or notable killers in history have been known to be carrying around a catcher of the... I believe the dude that shot and killed John Lennon, the dude that killed Reagan, like, all had copies of The Catcher in the Rye for some reason, so...
Kill John Lennon!
Interesting.
Not sure what that's all about. Somebody's gonna have to get back to us and fill in the blanks on that one.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking crazy. So check out this one, man. One more story, and then we'll play some jams for everybody. How about that? And don't forget, we got a Pursuit jam, and I failed to mention, of course, in the show tonight, our buddies from See Through You, my buddy Chris from the band See Through You, is going to be joining us right here. We're going to be interviewing them, talking about their new release as well. So we got kick-ass friends with us tonight on the program, man. And all right, so story in North Carolina. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
A woman who found out that her ex was cheating, her boyfriend was cheating on her, decided to get revenge on the woman that was banging her man. The woman wakes up one morning and looks outside, and there's fucking somebody bowling up trash to light her house on fire, trying to light her house on fire to get revenge on her.
Damn.
The only problem with this story is it was the wrong woman. It was the right neighborhood, wrong house.
Golly.
Do you know how stupid that sounds?
Dude, at least the left eye only had one eye, and at least she burned down the right fucking house. I mean,
yeah, I would have been like, man, what if the woman had no idea? I'd be like, always go after the partner that cheated on you. Fucking kick the dude's teeth in and move on. Fuck.
Dude, honestly, I've never understood that myself, brother. What the fuck? They're always more mad at the person outside. You know what I mean? The one that cheated on you is your fucking old man, but you know what I mean? Whatever, but. But no, I'm gonna go burn down some stranger's house, man. That's how I'm gonna.
Burn it! Burn it down!
God damn.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy shit, brother. But oh well, one more. Speaking of crazy, man, I have to touch on this one. A guy was arrested the other day, 29-year-old guy arrested in Florida, attempting to enter the Space Force base in Brevard County because he was trying to literally go through the fence because he had an urgent message for President Biden that he must deliver. And that message was that he was visited in a dream to be told that aliens were soon to be fighting Chinese dragons.
He belongs in a rubber room.
There you go, Henry. What kind of drugs? I want to know what kind of drugs are involved in that story, dude. You know what I mean? There's definitely some substances behind that shit. I mean,
dude, with all these crazy like Florida man stories, there's got to be something in the fucking air at that point. You know what I mean? It's like every other day.
Florida man, are we ever gonna see a headline that's good that has the phrase "a Florida man"?
Here's something on the news.
Right, you're right. You're absolutely. That was a missed opportunity on my part. I should have opened that with Florida man story. In fact, shouldn't I have? There you go. That's fucked, man. Aliens are going to be fighting Chinese dragons, brother. Fuck yeah. So you've all been warned.
Sick.
Here.
That sounds badass.
Dude, right? Hey, one of your next Pursuit videos, man. How about that? Some aliens, some dragon alien battles, man. What's up?
Just shredding on top of a fucking... on top of a dilapidated skyscraper as fucking aliens and dragons are just beating the hell out of each other in the background.
Fuck yeah, man.
$1 million idea.
Dude, there's two ways to go with that. You can either go updated with fully CGI badassery, or man, go 1956 with it. Black and white, old school Godzilla looking shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
I think we'll talk. We'll talk. This is an idea being birthed live on the show, but we'll talk more about that in detail later. So
I sometimes have good ideas, you know.
That's amazing shit. Well, dude, what do you say? You're not going anywhere, right? We still got the Pursuit song to play for everybody later.
Absolutely.
Let's play some jams for everybody, and then we will bring in our buddy Chris from See Through You, man. I'm super excited about this release from these guys. The song we're going to play for you guys from them is pure badassery. So next up, we're going to play some Ghetto Ghouls, man. Oh, matter of fact, this is just a lineup of people who've been on our show. Ghetto Ghouls have come on. We had Peter on a couple of weeks ago. He was our co-host. They got a new song. We're going to play that for you. Then behind that is some VHS, who Ghetto Ghouls did a split with not too long ago. They did that Charles Bronson split. All badassery. VHS has a new song. We're going to play that for you. Then behind that is Algebra, our buddy Ed and Algebra. They got a brand new release coming out. They got a brand new song they just sent us to share with you. And I literally shoved this one into the show last minute just so I didn't sit on it too long because it's badass and I want to play it for everybody. And then after all that, our buddy Chris is coming by from See Through You. We're going to play jam from that. And then come on back and me and Henry are going to keep talking shit. What do you think?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, Henry. I appreciate you doing this with me, man. And I appreciate the new jam. We're going to play that for everybody later. So don't go anywhere, Metal Hits.
Absolutely.
Man, that dude is crazy.
All right, so this is Ghoulster from the Ghetto Ghouls, and we love you guys. So thanks for hanging out with us on Metal-O-Mania. CD Demon!
White wakes me up, blue calms me down. Orange keeps the demons from dancing all around.
Moving that was going on the other side of the vehicle. Oh my gosh, he's completely alive. He was trying to...
Hey, this is Mike from VHS, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt and Scully.
Sense of the beats, you can all come and almost erase. Covered
So they're demons. What the hell do they want?
Death, chaos. They want to turn our world into hell's playground. You know, sun as dark as sackcloth, lakes of liquid fire, plagues, the dead walking the earth, that kind of thing.
Hey, this is Ed from Algebra, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt.
Math is a really cool thing. So get off your act, let's do some math. Math, 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 math.
Go.
But my toes. Do I get these feet? Yeah, I don't trust you. Okay. See if we can get over there. Woo, they're all like right below me. Woo! See, look at that. What's my feet? Let's see here. Whoop!
And now for something completely different.
Well, as you can see, Metal-O-Maniacs, the badassery continues. as I'm joined by my brother, man. Well, a Chris brother. You know, you always know it's going to be a good day when the Chris's are hanging out, man. What's up, brother? How you doing, sir?
How you doing, man? Yeah, it's a bad luck name. Don't believe a word he says. It's terrible.
Hey, my wife will back him up on that argument. But what's up,
so
man?
am
How
I.
you doing?
How you doing, man? Thank you for having me.
Dude, you're making my fucking day talking to you, man. I'm a big fan of what you do, and I'm very excited about what's coming, but we're going to get to that.
Thank you.
But, well, I guess to kick things off, man, introduce yourself to the Metal-O-Maniacs. You do not know who you are already.
My name is Christopher Fallerich. I'm singer for See Through You at the moment. Previously was in Shadow Realm back in like 2000, 2001 and whatnot. Suffer the Living with another band of mine, very underrated band. Not enough people know about Suffer the Living. Go check that shit out. That's on Spotify. That was like the greatest band that ever was. And Hammerhead, New Jersey, also another greatest band that ever was. Also on Spotify. You probably never heard either one of these, and if you go listen to them, you'll probably listen to them a lot because they're probably two of my favorite CDs, and they just died before their time.
Oh man, well, too many of those fell through the cracks. My entire existence in this world is to try to keep that from happening as best I can, you know. And we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen to the upcoming See Through You, man. Well, let's talk about that. This has very much a metal meets fucking crossover, meets kind of a aesthetic of punk here and there, you know, meets hardcore. You know, it's everything I love is what I'm getting at, man. These are the ingredients that fucking make me happy as a metalhead, man. Talk to me about some of the roots to that.
Well, I mean, you have 5 guys that are, you know, in like all noted, they've all been like notable heavy bands. You know, they all have like good points of view as far as songwriting, and they all have their own influence. Everybody has like, you know, 5 different stems of influences. And I listen to everything, so I can't imagine what these guys listen to and whatnot, you know, what their influences are and all that nonsense. So bringing it all together, I mean, it like had to be good, kind of. And I feel like when we do more stuff, it's going to be actually way better, because this was just like a hodgepodge of how everything was like thrown together and whatnot. It just came together. I can't even believe it came together the way it did, because, you know, it was just like a doom, like sitting in a basement somewhere, like, hey guys, you want to bring that out? You want to just bring that back to life here? That's annoying me.
Fuck, that thing that was crawling around underneath of the fucking porch somewhere, man. It had to get out. It had to get out.
Yeah, because I mean, it was, you can't leave. It was an 8-song album sitting there with nothing, not going on, of like really great shit, and it's like, you know, that's heartbreaking to me. I can't have that.
Yeah, no, fuck yeah, I can't either, man. That's why I sit in this chair literally to make sure that doesn't happen, man. I want to share it with the world. Well, and you mentioned that you came from a long line of other bands as well as the other guys did. Tell us who the rest of the guys are that make up See Through You, and give us a little bit of where they came from too, man.
Joe Kenny is actually in England. This is band's like literally everywhere. We're everywhere, so you can't escape. Joe was in First Blood and Pay No Respect. Jeff Facci played drums for Full Blown Chaos, plays drums for Sworn Enemy, I think sometimes now, plays drums for Brick by Brick. He's like in like 15 different bands. So I've known Jeff for like 20 plus years. One of my favorite people.
We just talked to Brick by Brick, man. I'm a big fan of those guys too.
Yeah. Ray and Jeff I've known for like 20 plus years. I love those guys.
Fuck yeah.
Brandon is in a band called Graveyard Smash at the moment. He also played in Marauder, so best band probably ever.
Well, how the fuck did all the is there more? Is there more that make?
Oh yeah, and then there's Mike Pooch who plays bass in Sworn Enemy.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
You basically have 5 dudes that all kind of know what we're doing, and you know, I've been in the room with one of these guys, maybe 2 in my entire life. Probably I've known Jeff for like 20 plus years. I've probably been in a space with Mike once or twice. Never met Joe really face to face. Never met Brandon face to face. You know, it's just, you know, weird how it all came together.
Well, it begs the question then: how did that come to be?
Well, this was previously started as a project called Mask Up, and this was in like, I think it was like 2020, like when the COVID thing was all like real big. It was supposed to be started as like a charity project, and it was started by, you know, this guy Chris Kovac and all these other guys. So Chris wanted to have a bunch of like, you know, guest vocalists on the album and whatnot. So he reached out to me about one song, and I did that one song, you know, with him and whatnot. And, you know, so as a result, he gave me like all the songs, but just music. So I just have this file, a Dropbox of all unmixed music of this entire CD and the song that I'm on. And kind of like, long story short, over the past like, you know, year or so, whatever the hell, you know, being an adult with kids and all that shit, it's like almost impossible to do this kind of shit sometimes. So Chris came to the point in his life, he's like, yo, I can't get this done in the time you guys need. I got a lot of shit going on, and this, that, or the other. And it was just kind of like, these songs are done and they're sitting there and they're just, I'm like salivating. And I drive 45 minutes to work every day. So I put on a whole bunch of different music in my car. And I was listening to that album, and I'm like, what the hell is going on with these songs? These songs are ridiculous. Like, and so I messaged the guys in the band. I'm like, hey guys, what's going on with these songs? You know, it's, you know, you guys all right? And so
this has to happen. Goddamn it. Feed me.
Yeah. Long story short, I'm like an obsessive music person. So, I mean, I was like, hey, listen, if you guys are going to do anything with these songs, can I do some vocals on these songs and we'll see how it goes and this, that, or the other. So I did one song and I did Behold. And I said it to him. I was like, hey guys, what do you want to do? And he's like, yeah, okay, so cool. So let's just do this now. I was like, okay, give me 2 months, then, you know, I'll have everything done and whatnot. So I had to book several studio sessions because I haven't really sang a whole lot consistently over the past 10 years. So I didn't want to do one session and do 8 songs and blow my voice out and all that nonsense. So
do it right.
It just came. It just all started just melting together. So, and again, we've never, you know, a lot of us have never been in the same room together. We didn't really write this album almost together. It's kind of like they wrote it and they wrote it and they wrote it, and then I got a hold of it. We didn't have each other's input on, you know, everything going on, sort of. So I feel like anything else we do after this is going to be better.
Fucking welcome to the new world, man. I swear to God.
Yeah, man. The internet. You believe that shit? I've been retired for 10 plus years, and all of a sudden the internet saves me musically.
Pulled you back in, man. Well, dude, and we're going to give everybody a taste of this here tonight. We're going to play Behold, and we'll get to that in just a second. But so you literally got this big file of all these jams, and we're like, man, at that point, were the lyrics established, or did you jump in on this?
There was the one song, which was Rage Against the Dying of the Light, that I was on with Chris. That was the only song that had vocals and was completed, and that got actually put out. So that was put out as part of the charity thing. So we couldn't even use that song on this one. So the only other musical file that I had was of a song called In Our Blood that has Stickman from Fury 5 on it. And he was the only thing on that song. There was no other vocals, and there was no other vocals on any of the recordings I had. So I got a hold of him. I'm in my car. I'm like, no. I was like, all right, that's what I hear going on here. Can I have these songs? Can I just take them, please? I mean, we can do it together, but I mean, I like these songs. Can we just not let these songs sit in the basement and, you know, not exist anymore?
Dude, I'm getting the image of driving around with a box full of just banging ass steaks that you're not allowed to eat. What the fuck? That's crazy.
In a minivan. At the point I drove a minivan. I'm not much better now. I got a sports wagon, but I was driving around in a minivan blasting these songs. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, why can't something happen with these?
Fuck. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm excited to hear that something finally is, though, man. What is the plan there? Is there, my understanding is the full-length release comes in September, correct?
September 2nd. Everything is been done for months. So we're just kind of teasing people with little bites of it at this point. But I mean, I can honestly say, and none of the songs on that CD whatsoever disappoint me at all. I only listen to that now on the way home and to work every single day and critique the shit out of it myself. And I have to say, we released 2 singles off it so far. We released Behold and we released Hope with Mike Score on it. And like I said, although they're all fantastic songs and none of them bore me and none of them make me in anything other than happy, I would say those are probably 2 of the not so crazy heavy songs on the CD.
Fuck yeah.
So it's just, there's way more.
That's what you got to wheel them in little by little. That's all.
And I didn't think that until I heard them released, and I'm like, yeah, I'm hearing them. I'm like, wow, I can't wait for everybody to hear that song though. So,
well, our mutual great friend Mario from Upstate Records, who, by the way, reached out to Upstate Records out there. Everybody support badassery and
fantastic dude.
Fuck, he really is, man. I love that dude with all my guts. Well, his exact words to me when we were talking just about this release 2 days ago, when I told him you and I were going to talk, he said, "No filler, brother. No fucking filler at all, brother. You be prepared to get destroyed by this thing." And I said, "Fuck yeah, man, I love it."
That's just it. It's heavy and it's tight, which is new for me because it's just you know, I've literally only ever played with one drummer my entire musical career, other than little bits and pieces. And God bless him, he is a fantastic drummer. He hits the shit out of the drums. Al Weissman was in Shadow Realm originally, Suffer Living, Hammerhead, fantastic drummer, extremely innovative, fucking hits the drums hard. Dude would go through 24 fucking sticks in a 2-hour practice.
Fuck yeah.
He had some slippery feet, and he knows that sometimes, but I like that. I liked it because it was raw. He always gave us a raw sound, so I never had any kind of complaint about it. But then Jeff is
jazzy
but then Jeff is a machine gun, so it's just it's a totally different feel, and it was actually kind of hard for me because I'm used to trying to keep that raw little off time sounding like that. So
I've had vocalists tell me that a good drummer, it drives that shit right up your back to keep you on point to that microphone though, man. So yeah,
I agree, but I have to, again, like I said, I have to say it was a little bit harder like
yeah.
writing stuff to Jeff's time, because Jeff, it was just so like sharp, and I'm used to like anticipating, you know, just a little bit of like rawness on, you know, with the bass drum, you know, bass pedal and whatnot. So, you know, it was hard. It was a change.
Well, these two tastes are punishing so far. So if you're telling me there's even more punishment coming, man, to steal a word from you from a moment ago, man, I'm salivating, brother. I'm salivating.
Yeah.
Right.
The intro alone is just fantastic.
Fuck.
The intro is like a minute long, and I listened to it like 40 times on the way to work.
Well, thank God it didn't come out 2 years ago. I mean, with everything being shut down, being that we are back to the world being a little bit open, is there plans for will you guys be able to do a release party and get to do something more traditional? I know you're kind of spread out, so will that be a traditional release, or will it be different as well? I guess
at some point we're definitely going to be playing shows. Like, we have our eyes like set on, you know, a block of dates, or, you know, at the moment I don't want to say too much because nothing's really like 100% confirmed yet. But I mean, the fantastic thing about the way the things are right now is that flights coming out of Europe apparently to America are not that expensive over here. So
yeah,
we kind of just, you know, have to line up a block that, you know, just to, you know, cover the airfare of everybody traveling in to, you know, to play like one show. It's kind of, you know,
fuck.
But it's gonna happen. As God is my witness, it's gonna happen. I haven't played a show, like a for real show, in like 10 years, and that one left a bad taste in my mouth. So I mean, it's just like,
well, and not only that, this is the perfect material for to return to the stage and return to doing something live. So, you know, after such an absence, man, it's gonna be. I wish I could be there for the first time you walk out on that stage, brother. Man, that's gonna be a beautiful.
Yeah, I'm excited. My knees will probably start shaking. I'll blow my knee out at that show. I have a bad habit of falling on stage. Everybody knows that.
I limp around. I only got one knee as it is, man, so I can't afford to blow out another one. Fuck.
Yep.
You make your asses over here to Washington, D.C. or Baltimore or any of that shit, I'm there, brother. I promise you.
Yeah, we'll be close enough. I'm in Jersey, so it ain't going to be, you know, something we do is not going to be all that far. You got to do something local. I'm old.
It's funny that you mentioned that. I was doing my homework on you guys, and the fact that you're spread out did make it hard for me to determine hometown for the band. I was telling Scully earlier, I was like, where the fuck are these guys from? They appear to be from everywhere, but yeah, that's because you guys are. Yeah, right.
Earth.
It's an Earth band. I love it.
Basically, yes. How you doing? We're from Earth.
And we're here to rock this whole motherfucking planet, too, baby. That's goddamn right. That's a beautiful thing. Well, for people who want to be able to pre-order it or want to be able to follow the band, what's the best way for them to do that, sir?
Well, we have all the social media things hooked up, and we always have the links in and whatnot. And we got to make sure that every single time we post anything, we have to make sure we tag Upstate and, you know, Blood Blast and all that stuff, because they're doing all the work. Like, Upstate has just been like throwing gold at us, like, you know, like, how you doing? Oh, hey, how do you like this? How do you like this for a promo? Holy shit! Like, are you kidding me?
Because Mario rules.
No, oh yeah, dude. They're machines right now, and they have like 50 other bands to contend with. So I don't know how they have the time.
Yeah, man. Oh, the roster is quite impressive, man. I gotta tell all of you,
growing and growing and growing.
Fuck yeah, man. You Metal-O-Maniacs out there, you could do yourself worse things than going over to Upstate Records and checking out their roster of badass bands, man. Well, it's for me, I'm old as fuck, but I'm an old school kind of thrash and a punk guy, man. I come from those backgrounds. So for me, everything down that crossover wheelhouse is money. It's gold. I don't think there's enough of it, even, in fact. And
I agree.
Upstate Records is finding the good stuff amongst it, though. I will say that. So, and including this project.
Yeah, they're finding like all like the good, like kind of holding on to the early 2000s sound, which is great, because that needs to stick around for a while.
Me too, man. We need a resurgence of that, man. And I'm happy to say I do believe there are signs of it. That's good shit, man. I'm excited about that. And what Upstate Records is on top of that, and you guys are on top of that. Well, as you were saying, you guys have yet to be in the same room with one another, man. So it's interesting that you were able to pull off this video. How would you guys make this video and, you know, without sharing the same space even yet? That's crazy.
Well, I mean, everybody has a cell phone, so we just had to prop up our cell phones in our respective places and just kind of videotape ourselves. And I never did a video before, so I'm real self-conscious about it, and I felt like an idiot. Like, I kept looking at the camera and whatnot. But I'm in the studio, and Joe's in his apartment somewhere, I think, and everybody's in a different spot just recording, and it's 2022, and we're allowed to do that.
Fuck yeah, man. Goddamn right. Well, I hope it's the first of many of your videos, if I get a say so, if I get a vote.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do more things. There's gonna be shirts. There's gonna be probably more videos. There's gonna be definitely shows. Like, this is where, you know, we're just teasing everybody right now.
That's right. Well, Upstate Records is the best place to go for that, right? Is you guys have your own merch page, or is Upstate Records still where it goes to?
Upstate has been handling everything. They've been taking care of absolutely everything, and it's been phenomenal, and it's been mind blowing to be like I've never again. I only dealt with like DIY stuff like my entire career pretty much, and I had we had help from like smaller labels and whatnot. Joe Nine Iron used to like distro all the Shadow Realm stuff. Joe Nine Iron made us, so I'm not used to people doing all the, I'm not used to the artwork and the promo and all that stuff and videos. And I'm not used to it. It's all virgin experience for me.
Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, I think Mario's the right guy to help you bust that cherry open, my friend. You know what I mean?
I agree. Mario has been fantastic.
Fuck yeah. I hear he uses extra Astroglide, and God damn it, thank him for that. Fuck.
Yeah.
There's worse.
Mario and Kim both been fantastic.
That's awesome, man. So, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as you hear this song, your first thought is going to be, how do I support this band? How do I get my merch? How do I get a t-shirt? I am certainly on tap to make sure that Scully and I get our own See-Through You t-shirts. Upstate Records is where you go, man. So, well, let's play this video for everybody. What do you think?
All right, go ahead, man. I'm ready to be self-conscious.
Dude, I love it. I think it's a kick-ass video. It's very in your face, which is, and that's this band, man. This band is in your face, man, and I love that about it, for real.
It's very straightforward. There's really no filler.
I love this mother. Yeah, no filler, brother. That's it.
Yep.
That's a good catchphrase for you guys, man. That's the first thing Mario said was no filler.
Yep. There's no boring parts on the CD anywhere.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, Chris, I fucking appreciate your time more than you know, man. And I appreciate you hanging out with us here at Metal-O-Mania, brother.
You got it, man. I appreciate you having me. What's up, guys? This is Christopher Fallows from See-Through. You're watching Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt and Scully. Go fuck yourself.
Baby, I'll never again.
Behold my magic wand and free your golden orb right now.
How badass is that motherfucker, dude? I love them cats, man. Fucking dude, see through you. Dude, I see through you. I see through you. In a good way, because that's a badass. What do you think? Them dudes kill, right?
Dude, yeah, that shit slapped. That was good.
Fuck yeah, man. Big fan of those dudes. Thank you very much, Chris, for coming by the show. And thank you, Henry, for continuing to hang out with me tonight. Little, I got my Overton show on, by the way. Shout out to those guys. I got my Reform and Ruin. Always trying to push the go pick up your merch, ladies and gentlemen. It's always important. Speaking of all shit, well, I was going to wear my Pursuit hat and shirt, which I do have. But, again, I don't like to. If you do all that, it's too much of a blowjob, man. It's just too much of a blowjob. Then you might hit me with stalking charges. It's a fucking whole thing. Who needs all that bullshit?
Who needs it? It's ridiculous.
I gotta call somebody, Daddy.
I'll be that fucking guy. Oh,
be my daddy.
Who's your daddy, bitch?
But yeah, man, the playlist is killer. I want to run down for everybody again. Brick by Brick, Ghetto Ghouls, VHS, Algebra, See Through You. Brick by Brick and See Through You, both, by the way, on Upstate Records. Shout out to our buddy Mario over there, always feeding the beast with that fucking blend of metal meets hardcore, which I love, man. I love that fucking movement. That's a thrashcore, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I dig it.
Good music. That's what you call it.
That's what you call it. That's right, man. Good music. Pursuit, good music too, man. We still have 3 more jams we're going to play for everybody on the way out of here later, so don't go anywhere.
Stay with us.
Hell yeah.
We were talking a little bit about some of the news from the Weird Man, and dude, honestly, as we asked for these years ago, and over the course of every couple of months, we ask our fans to load us up with these, and every now and again we get them, and we got this kind of a Word document where we just kind of copy and paste them on there along the way. And I'm way behind on them, so I appreciate you doing a few of them with me. And I got one for you now, in fact, and I want everyone to mark their date on the calendar, because when the Terminator story becomes real life, what is it, Skynet, right? Isn't it Skynet in the Terminator story that eventually becomes the Terminators, the computer program that becomes the Terminators is Skynet, right? Well, this story is the one we're going to look back on when the computers take over the world.
That's called foreshadowing.
Apparently in Moscow last week, they had a chess tournament, for the fans to watch, where a 7-year-old chess prodigy played against a robot. An actual robot. Are you familiar with this story?
I'm not.
Dude, you're not ready, okay?
Brace yourself. This could be weird.
Apparently the 7-year-old and the robot are playing chess in this exhibition match for people because, it's a robot who's super smart as a computer, obviously, and the 7-year-old who's a chess prodigy. Well, the 7-year-old apparently at one point in the chess match incorporated an unorthodox move, if you will.
Yeah.
Dude, the robot responded by breaking his finger.
He blocked. He wasn't supposed to block and he broke my finger.
What the fuck? Yes, you heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. The robot reached out, grabbed the kid's hand, and broke his finger for making this unorthodox move in the chess game. The kid obviously got freaked out and cried and ran off, and the parents had to take him to the hospital, and they're fucking pressing charges. I mean, it's insanity, dude. What the fuck? Where was the prime directive when somebody was fucking programming this goddamn robot that you don't fucking break a kid's finger? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Dude.
Do you think the robot was trying to just grab a chess piece or some shit and accidentally broke his finger, or did it actually just grab his hand and fucking?
I want video of this. I so far haven't found it. Hopefully I will by air date. But dude, that's crazy, man. That is. Can you imagine being the parents of this kid? You're fucking watching your chess prodigy kid playing a robot, and it fucking reaches out and snaps your kid's fucking finger, dude. What the fuck?
God damn, I guess technology gets butthurt too.
Yeah, even a Terminator can be a sore fucking loser, brother. How fucked up is that shit?
If there's anything I cannot stand, it's a sore loser.
Oh, I had to bring up this one because I'm that douchebag that had to bring it up. But in Mexico, a 99-year-old grandmother passed away last week, who during her lifetime had such an addiction and an affinity for penises and things that looked like penises and penis art that she had it in her will that people make her tombstone a big giant penis. So a 99-year-old woman in Mexico was buried under a big giant dick the other day, you guys. You heard me right. A big,
Wholesome content.
fuck yeah.
You don't say dick, all right? Not dick.
What the fuck, dude? I love it, dude. I love it. It's a 600-pound dick, by the way. If anybody wondering, it's 5.5 feet tall and 600 pounds. There you go. Talk about a big fucking cock.
That's a huge cock.
All right. Oh, fuck me, dude. That story struck me as goddamn hilarious. That shit is fucking...
Christ's sake. It's really fucking funny.
I mean, well, more power to her, I guess.
There's a museum in Poland, Henry. It's known for a dark experience of walking through this museum. Well, people are taking advantage of the dark corners to fuck there. There is apparently a website being built up around people filming themselves fucking in this museum. So there you go, man. The museum in Poland where people go to fuck instead of seeing art. Maybe that is the art. What if you opened up a museum where people come and fuck and that's the art? I bet people would come and watch that shit.
I mean, you can't get him to stop, so you might as well try to make money off it. Charge him.
And I was like, yes, that's worth $50. Want to see that?
Right, cater to that shit. What the fuck, right? Sell hot dogs and okay, all right, that might have been too much.
That was too far for you? Okay.
All right, well, my final non-metal related story, and then we'll get back to metal related topics, man. It's long overdue.
Yep.
Is our official rest in peace or memorial, if you will, to the death of the Choco Taco, man. Are you as heartbroken as many of us around here over hearing that the Choco Taco is no more?
Oh, I didn't even know that it was no more.
Oh, dude, they've killed the Choco Taco, Henry.
That sucks.
That sucks, right?
You will miss it dearly. Each and every sweet moment of eternity.
I'm not a frequenter. People who hang out with the show know I used to weigh 400 some odd pounds. So I'm not a big fast food guy these days. And you wouldn't catch me dead probably at a Taco Bell. But if I were to go there, it would probably be for a Choco Taco, man. What the fuck?
Damn.
Now they're gone.
It's not a life or a future that I wish upon anybody. Choco Taco-less.
A Choco Taco-less future is not one I was fucking anticipating either, man. That's bullshit.
That is bullshit. All that shit is fucking bullshit, okay?
The end is near, man. Well, fuck. You got robots breaking kids' fingers. You got no Choco Taco. This has been a bleak look at the news of the weird this time, man. I got to tell you.
Jesus Christ, it is dark even for him.
Dude. God damn it.
It's been painful, brother. It's been painful. Well, you know, it's been fun because it's been with you, though, Henry. I appreciate it, man. I know I've been kicking you around all week. Henry, come hang out with me, man. I need somebody to hang out with me and co-host the show this week. So you rock for doing that, by the way, brother.
Yeah. So my pleasure, dude. Seriously, it's always fun.
Fuck yeah. And we have a new jam to play for everybody here. And then, you know what? I'll have you talk about that in a second. How about I tell everybody the 2 songs we're going to close with?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can tell them all about some Pursuit for me. How about that? So we're going to open these 3 jams with this Pursuit song, which is a badass, the cold grip of hypocrisy badassery. But before we get to that, we're going to play Witchery. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of this new Witchery release. Nightside is the name of the release. We're going to play Witching Hour from it tonight. I love this fucking jam. I love this band. Then we're going to play Sentient Horror, who's actually going to be a guest on the show in the near future. So I'm looking forward to that. Badass New Jersey fucking death metal band. We're going to play Descend to Chaos from them tonight from their brand new Rites of Gore. But before we get to those 2 songs, those are going to close it out. Before we get to those, tell me a little bit about the new jam from Pursuit, Mr. Henry, sir.
All right. Well, the cold grip of hypocrisy. It's kind of a lot to...
Cool title, by the way, man. Cool title.
Oh, thank you.
My hypocrisy goes only so far.
It's kind of a lot to unpack. Excuse me, I just got some indigestion, so.
That sounded like a good fucking vocal. All right, there you go. That's a good way to kick into it. I like it. I like your style, sir.
But the general theme of the song is just kind of calling out I guess, not to be on the nose, but calling out the hypocrisies of religious people and organized religion and all of that shit. Like, there's been so many personal experiences of my own, countless personal experiences of my own, secondhand through friends and family of mine. I mean, everywhere you see it on the news, like so many people will establish these really disingenuous standards and morals for the people around them, and they will just militantly and so full of hatred, you know, try to hold people to these unrealistic standards. And it's just like, it just causes so much discourse, you know, so much, well, I've said hatred like 6 times, but you know,
it's on the nose.
hatred.
Right.
Yeah.
They are ugly, filled with hatred.
Yeah.
Well, dude, and honestly, if you look in the closet of most of these people, no one's more guilty of the things they rail against than the loudest motherfucker in the room is usually the one with the goddamn skeleton in the closet. You know what I mean? There's hypocrisy is the perfect word, sir, because that's exactly what it is.
Now that is the height of hypocrisy.
It's crazy because I feel like what good is your life and what good are you if you don't hold yourself accountable? Because everybody fucks up. What matters is holding yourself accountable and trying to make amends honestly for the things that you have done. And if you fuck up so badly that somebody doesn't want to associate with you anymore, it's like you have to understand that and you have to accept that. You know, everybody's autonomous. People are allowed and valid to choose who they associate with, you know, for their reasons. And like, I don't care if people are religious or whatever, but like, be a good person first and foremost, and don't establish your morals on a religion. You know, if you want to live your own personal life within those confines, that's fine, but
do that over there.
Yeah, do that over there.
Right. I'm going to get a shirt that says, do that over there, man. That should be our new logo. Fucking do that over there. Whatever it is. I don't give a fuck. Just do it over there. You know, dude, we're experiencing some religious backlash right now. You know, we have this big Tennessee Metal Devastation Festival we're doing. And, you know, shout out to Zach and Raven and Metal Devastation Radio and those guys. We love those. That's who's putting that festival on. And honestly, Raven's been a beautiful, fantastic mouthpiece for our side of it, man. She's articulate and tells them how ridiculous they are. And a big word she's using when talking about them is exactly that, hypocrisy.
The closer I got to the church, the more hypocrisy and corruption that I saw.
It's so on point. It's so on the nose, brother, you know? Unfortunate to be still dealing with that shit. So, well, let's write a song together called Do That Over There, Henry. What do you think?
It'll be about having sex in a museum.
Yeah, and not jumping out of the fucking window of the plane and shit. You know, fuck me, man. I swear it's a truth.
Jump out that plane in your underwear. Have sex in a museum, we don't care. But please do that over there.
It's a goofy world, Henry. It's a goofy world. Well, you know what? It's a goofy world, but at least thanks to motherfuckers like you, we got a kick-ass soundtrack for it, my friend.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for having me a part of this, dude. It's always a pleasure. I look forward to the next time for sure.
Man, it won't be long, dude. And I'll tell you, from the guts, man, I fucking love you, brother. For real, Henry.
Love you too, buddy.
I love you, brother.
Let's do this again soon.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, let's close with these 3 jams. And when they're over, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to shut off the lights and lock the door on your way out, but don't go until you hear the rain. So when the rain falls, that's when the show's over. So don't go until then. Check out these jams.
You're hysterical, Henry. It's just what I would have expected.
This is Dalton from Pursuit, and you are watching Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt and Scully.
Okay, that was really weird.
All right, guys, let's keep this party going.
Give me your car, Casey.
If you want a hug, go to hell and find your mother.
Uh-oh, there goes the leg. And for the final attack... Oh, shit. Head over to Dr. Sylvester's for some post-op implants, because I just chopped off your dick.
My Uncle Albert was balls deep into Jesus.
Yeah, buddy, that's all, bitches.
Don't forget to look us up on Facebook, Metal-O-Mania page and group. Be there, metalheads.
Hey, this is Jeremy with the band Repent. You're watching Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt and Scully.
Hey, this is Fabian from the Grotted, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt and Scully.
This just in. Scientists have discovered that once you've been infected by Metal-O-Mania, there is no cure. Contact Scully right away for more and more metal to feed the dragon.